Sociologist. Noun, a scientist studying the field of sociology, a social scientist. Misery. Noun, great unhappiness, extreme pain of body or mind, wretchedness, distress, woe. Attention. Noun, mental focus. Interjection, used as a command to bring soldiers to the attention position. Accent. Noun, a higher-pitched or stronger articulation of a particular syllable of a word or phrase in order to distinguish it from the others or to emphasize it. Higher. Adjective, very elevated, extending or being far above a base. Tall, lofty. Adverb, in or to an elevated position. Noun, a national school leaving examination and university entrance qualification. Verb, to make higher, to raise or increase in amount or quantity. Downtown. Noun, the main business part of a city or town, usually located at or near its center. Adjective, of, relating to, or situated in the central business district. Adverb, in or towards the central business district. Stack. Noun, heading, a pile. Verb, to arrange in a stack, or to add to an existing stack. Groceries. Noun, the commodities sold by a grocer or in a grocery store. Noun, usually groceries, retail foodstuffs and other household supplies. Verb, to go grocery shopping. Beat. Noun, a stroke, a blow. Verb, to hit. Strike. Adjective, exhausted. Innovations. Noun, the act of innovating, the introduction of something new, in customs, rites, etc. Nurse. Noun, a wet nurse. Verb, to breastfeed, to feed, a baby, at the breast, to suckle. Pizza. Noun, a baked Italian dish of a thinly rolled bread dough crust typically topped before baking with tomato sauce, cheese and other ingredients such as meat, vegetables or fruit. Cypress. Noun, an evergreen coniferous tree with flattened shoots bearing small scale-like leaves, whose dark foliage is sometimes associated with mourning. In family Cupressaceae, especially the genera Cupressus and Chamaecyparis. Avoid. Verb, to try not to meet or communicate with a person, to shun. Deployment. Noun, an arrangement or classification of things. Adopted. Verb, to take by choice into relationship, a child, heir, friend, citizen, etc. Specification. Noun, an explicit set of requirements to be satisfied by a material, product, or service. Immersed. Verb, to put under the surface of a liquid. To dunk. Adjective, under the surface of a liquid. Sunk. Crab. Noun, a crustacean of the infraorder Brachyura, having 5 pairs of legs, the foremost of which are in the form of claws, and a carapace. Verb, to fish for crabs. Convenience. Noun, the quality of being convenient. Verb, to make convenient. City. Noun, a large settlement, bigger than a town, sometimes with a specific legal definition, depending on the place. Home. Noun, a dwelling. Verb, of animals, to return to its owner. Adjective, of or pertaining to one's dwelling or country. Domestic, not foreign, as home manufactures, home comforts. Adverb, to one's home. Noun, a directory that contains a user's files. Accountable. Adjective, obliged, when called upon, to answer, for one's deeds, answerable. Drinkers. Noun, agent noun of drink, someone or something that drinks. Dutch. Noun, wife. Principal. Noun, the money originally invested or loaned, on which basis interest and returns are calculated. Adjective, primary, most important, first level in importance. Friendly. Noun, a game which is of no consequence in terms of ranking, betting, etc. Adjective, generally warm, approachable and easy to relate with in character. Movement. Noun, physical motion between points in space. Riders. Noun, one who rides, often on a horse or a motorcycle. Decimal. Noun, a number expressed in the base 10 system. A fractional numeral written in this system. Verb, to represent with numbers after a decimal point. Adjective, concerning numbers expressed in decimal or mathematical calculations performed using decimal. Interests. Noun, the price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction, calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Noun, the persons interested in any particular business or cause. Taken collectively. 6. Noun, the digit or figure 6. Numeral, a numerical value equal to 6. The number following 5 and preceding 7. This many dots. Leads. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished, both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity. It is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82, symbol Pb, from Latin plumbum. Verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Noun, the act of leading or conducting. Guidance, direction, course. Verb, heading, to guide or conduct. Cling. Noun, fruit, especially peach, whose flesh adheres strongly to the pit. Verb, to hold very tightly, as to not fall off. Fitness. Noun, the condition of being fit, suitable or appropriate. Artworks. Noun, a painting, drawing, sculpture or other piece of creative, visual art. Help. Noun, action given to provide assistance, aid. Experiments. Noun, a test under controlled conditions made to either demonstrate a known truth, examine the validity of a hypothesis, or determine the efficacy of something previously untried. Verb, to conduct an experiment. Mistress. Noun, a woman, specifically one with great control, authority or ownership. Verb, of a woman, to master, to learn or develop to a high degree of proficiency. Commercial. Noun, an advertisement in a common media format, usually radio or television. Adjective, of or pertaining to commerce. Press. Noun, a device used to apply pressure to an item. 8. Noun, the digit, figure 8. Numeral, a numerical value equal to 8. The number occurring after 7 and before 9. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 8. Celebrity. Noun, a rite or ceremony. Infer. Verb, to introduce something as a reasoned conclusion, to conclude by reasoning or deduction, as from premises or evidence. Cluster. Noun, a group or bunch of several discrete items that are close to each other. Verb, to form a cluster or group. Multiple. Noun, a whole number that can be divided by another number with no remainder. Adjective, more than one, followed by plural. Emigrated. Verb, to leave the country in which one lives, especially one's native country, in order to reside elsewhere. Engineering. Verb, to design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Noun, the application of mathematics and the physical sciences to the needs of humanity and the development of technology. Expansion. Noun, the act or process of expanding. Able. Adjective, easy to use. Kick. Noun, a hit or strike with the leg, foot or knee. Verb, to strike or hit with the foot or other extremity of the leg. Noun, one who kicks. Noun, a particular type of Texan who is associated with country, western attire. Attitudes and or philosophy. Noun, an introduction. something that leads into the beginning of something. Fryer. Noun, a container for frying food. Announcements. Noun, an act of announcing, or giving notice. Beginning. Noun, the act of doing that which begins anything. Commencement of an action, state, or space of time. Entrance into being or upon a course. The first act, effort, or state of a succession of acts or states. Decreased. Verb, of a quantity, to become smaller. Graphic. Noun, a drawing or picture. Adjective, drawn, pictorial. Shoes. Noun, a protective covering for the foot, with a bottom part composed of thick leather or plastic sole and often a thicker heel, and a softer upper part made of leather or synthetic material. Shoes generally do not extend above the ankle, as opposed to boots, which do. Verb, to put shoes on one's feet. Slip. Noun, a thin, slippery mix of clay and water. Champagne. Noun, a sparkling white wine made from a blend of grapes, especially Chardonnay and Pinot, produced in Champagne, France, by the Méthode Champenoise. Verb, to ply or treat with champagne. Adjective, of a very pale brownish gold color, similar to that of champagne. Cling. Noun, fruit, especially peach, whose flesh adheres strongly to the pit. Verb, to hold very tightly, as to not fall off. Selfie. Noun, a photographic self-portrait, especially one taken manually, not using a timer, tripod etc., with a small camera or mobile phone. Verb, to take a selfie. Hesitate. Verb, to stop or pause respecting decision or action. To be in suspense or uncertainty as to a determination. Gesture. Noun, a motion of the limbs or body, especially one made to emphasize speech. Verb, to make a gesture or gestures. Incident. Noun, an event or occurrence. Adjective, arising as the result of an event, inherent. Dairy. Noun, also dairy products or dairy produce. Products produced from milk. Noun, a place, often on a farm, where milk is processed and turned into products such as butter and cheese. Adjective, referring to products produced from milk. Ice. Noun, water in frozen, solid form. Verb, to cool with ice, as a beverage. Observer. Noun, one who makes observations, monitors or takes notice. Shrimp. Noun, any of many swimming, often edible crustaceans, chiefly of the infraorder Caridia or the suborder Dendrobranchiata, with slender legs, long whiskers and a long abdomen. Verb, to fish for shrimp. Sizes. Noun, obsolete outside dialectal, and a size. Verb, to adjust the size of, to make a certain size. Noun, a thin, weak glue used as primer for paper or canvas intended to be painted upon. Verb, to apply glue or other primer to a surface which is to be painted. Endpoints. Noun, either of the 2 points at the ends of a line segment. Continually. Adverb, in a continual manner, non-stop. Aiming. Verb, to point or direct a missile, or a weapon which propels as missile, towards an object or spot with the intent of hitting it. Noun, the act of one who aims. Check. Noun, a situation in which the king is directly threatened by an opposing piece. Episode. Noun, an incident, action, or time period standing out by itself, but more or less connected with a complete series of events. Brings. Verb, detransitive, to transport toward somebody, somewhere. Come. Noun, coming, arrival, approach. Verb, to move from further away to nearer to. Preposition, used to indicate a point in time at or after which a stated event or situation occurs. Interjection, an exclamation to express annoyance. Citizens. Noun, a resident of a city or town, especially one with legally recognized rights or duties. Requirements. Noun. A necessity or prerequisite. Something required or obligatory. Its adpositions are generally of in relation to who or what has given it, on in relation to whom or what it is given to, and for in relation to what is required. Relieving. Verb. To ease. A person, person's thoughts, etc. from mental distress. To stop someone feeling anxious or worried. To alleviate the distress of. Noun. A change in color, texture, etc. that relieves monotony. Adjective. That brings relief. Empathetic. Adjective. Showing empathy for others, and recognizing their feelings. Empathic. Appeared. Verb. To come or be in sight. To be in view. To become visible. Longitude. Noun. Angular distance measured west or east of the prime meridian. Dive. Noun. A jump or plunge into water. Verb. To swim under water. Accent. Noun. A higher pitched or stronger articulation of a particular syllable of a word or phrase in order to distinguish it from the others or to emphasize it. Destiny. Noun. That to which any person or thing is destined. A predetermined state. A condition predestined by the divine or by human will. Coaching. Verb. To train. Noun. The process by which someone is coached or tutored. Instruction. Gender. Noun. Class. Kind. Verb. To assign a gender to a person. To perceive as having a gender. To address using terms. Pronouns. Nouns. Adjectives. That express a certain gender. Noun. Sound uttered by the mouth, especially by human beings in speech or song. Sound thus uttered considered as possessing some special quality or character. Cries. Noun. A shedding of tears. The act of crying. Verb. To shed tears, to weep. Stale. Noun. Something stale. A loaf of bread or the like that is no longer fresh. Verb. Of alcohol. To make stale. To age in order to clear and strengthen. A drink. Especially beer. Adjective. Alcohol. Clear. Free of dregs and lees. Old and strong. Resort. Noun. A place where people go for recreation. Especially one with facilities such as lodgings, entertainment, and a relaxing environment. Verb. To have recourse to. Now especially from necessity or frustration. Flush. Noun. A group of birds that have suddenly started up from undergrowth, trees, etc. Verb. To cause to take flight from concealment. Pity. Noun. A feeling of sympathy at the misfortune or suffering of someone or something. Verb. To feel pity for someone or something. Interjection. Short form of what a pity. Species. Noun. Type or kind. Compare race. Rescue. Noun. An act or episode of rescuing. Saving. Verb. To save from any violence, danger or evil. Automatically. Adverb. In an automatic manner. Fanatic. Noun. A person who is zealously enthusiastic for some cause, especially in religion. Adjective. Fanatical. Alternatives. Noun. A situation which allows a mutually exclusive choice between two or more possibilities. A choice between two or more possibilities. Musician. Noun. A composer, conductor, or performer of music. Specifically, a person who sings and or plays a musical instrument as a hobby. An occupation, or a profession. Propeller. Noun. One who, or that which, propels. Integrated. Verb. To form into one whole. To make entire. To complete. To renew. To restore. To perfect. Adjective. Composed and coordinated to form a whole. Romantic. Adjective. Of or dealing with languages or cultures derived from Roman influence and Latin. Italian. French. Portuguese. Spanish. Romanian, Catalan, Occitan, Corsican, etc. Adjective. Of or pertaining to romance. Noun. A person with romantic character. A character like those of the knights in a mythic romance. Adjective. Of a work of literature. A writer, etc. Being like or having the characteristics of a romance. Or poetic tale of a mythic or quasi-historical time. Fantastic. Postman. Noun. Someone. Implied male. Who delivers the post. Mail. To. And or collects the post from. Residential or commercial addresses. Or from public mailboxes. Relief. Noun. The removal of stress or discomfort. Gun. Noun. A device for projecting a hard object very forcefully. A firearm or cannon. Verb. With down. To shoot someone or something. Usually with a firearm. Bankrupt. Noun. One who becomes unable to pay his or her debts. An insolvent person. Verb. To force into bankruptcy. Adjective. In a condition of bankruptcy. Unable to pay one's debts. Checking. Verb. To inspect. To examine. Verb. To mark with a check pattern. Noun. The act of physically keeping an opposing player in check. Politics. Verb. To engage in political activity. Politic. Noun. A methodology and activities associated with running a government. An organization. Or a movement. After. Adjective. Later. Second. Of to. Next. Following. Subsequent. Adverb. Behind. Later in time. Following. Preposition. Subsequently to. Following in time. Later than. Conjunction. Signifies that the action of the clause it starts takes place before the action of the other clause. Incision. Noun. A cut. Especially one made by a scalpel or similar medical tool in the context of surgical operation. The scar resulting from such a cut. Afraid. Adjective. Usually used predicatively, not attributively. Be afraid. Impressed with fear or apprehension. In fear. Grandson. Noun. A son of one's child. Reinforced. Verb. To strengthen. Especially by addition or augmentation. Adjective. Having been or containing reinforcement. Hormone. Noun. Any substance produced by one tissue and conveyed by the bloodstream to another to effect physiological activity. Verb. To treat with hormones. Prefer. Verb. To be in the habit of choosing something rather than something else. To favor. To like better. Middle. Noun. A center. Midpoint. Verb. To take a middle view of. Adjective. Located in the middle. In between. Roller. Noun. Heading. Anything that rolls. Verb. To roller skate. Grandchildren. Noun. A child of someone's child. Simulator. Noun. One who simulates or feigns. Rock. Noun. A formation of minerals, specifically. Preach. Noun. A religious discourse. Verb. To give a sermon. Illness. Noun. An instance of a disease or poor health. Oak. Noun. A deciduous tree with distinctive deeply lobed leaves. Acorns. And notably strong wood, typically of England and northeastern North America. Included in genus Quercus. Verb. To expose to oak in order for the oak to impart its flavors. Adjective. Having a rich brown color. Like that of oak wood. Memories. Noun. The ability of the brain to record information or impressions with the facility of recalling them. Later at will. Exploring. Verb. To seek for something or after someone. Noun. The action of the verb explore. Shoe. Noun. A protective covering for the foot. With a bottom part composed of thick leather or plastic sole and often a thicker heel. And a softer upper part made of leather or synthetic material. Shoes generally do not extend above the ankle. As opposed to boots. Which do. Verb. To put shoes on one's feet. Sort. Noun. A general type. Squash. Noun. A sport played in a walled court with a soft rubber ball and bats like tennis rackets. Verb. To beat or press into pulp or a flat mass. To crush. Happiness. Noun, the emotion of being happy, joy. Gain. Noun, the act of gaining, acquisition. Verb, to acquire possession of. Goodness. Noun, the state or characteristic of being good. Actual. Noun, an actual, real one. Notably. Adjective, relating to a person's acts or deeds. Active. Practical. Sheet. Noun, a thin bedcloth used as a covering for a mattress or as a layer over the sleeper. Verb, to cover or wrap with cloth, or paper, or other similar material. Brothers. Noun, son of the same parents as another person. Verb, to treat as a brother. Endurance. Noun, the measure of a person's stamina or persistence. Reallocate. Verb, to allocate, a resource, to another person or purpose. Rose. Noun, a shrub of the genus Rosa, with red, pink, white or yellow flowers. Verb, to make rose-colored, to redden or flush. Adjective, having a purplish red or pink color. See rosy. Beautiful. Noun, someone who is beautiful, can be used as a term of address. Adjective, attractive and possessing beauty. Importance. Noun, the quality or condition of being important or worthy of note. Harmony. Noun, agreement or accord. Communicate. Verb, to impart. Cereal. Noun, a type of grass, such as wheat, rice or oats, cultivated for its edible grains. Handles. Noun, the part of an object which is designed to be held in the hand when used or moved. Verb, to touch, to feel or hold with the hand. Frequently. Adverb, at frequent intervals. Pear. Noun, an edible fruit produced by the pear tree, similar to an apple but elongated towards the stem. School. Noun, collective, a group of fish or a group of marine mammals such as porpoises. Dolphins, or whales. Verb, of fish, to form into, or travel in a school. Go ahead. Verb, to proceed, to begin. Obstacles. Noun, something that impedes, stands in the way of, or holds up progress. Components. Noun, a smaller, self-contained part of a larger entity. Often refers to a manufactured object that is part of a larger device. Image. Noun, an optical or other representation of a real object. A graphic, a picture. Verb, to represent by an image or symbol. To portray. Mammals. Noun, an animal of the class Mammalia, characterized by being warm-blooded, having hair and feeding milk to its young. Forced. Verb, to violate. A woman. To rape. Verb, to stuff, to lard, to farce. Adjective, obtained forcefully, not naturally. Sociologist. Noun, a scientist studying the field of sociology, a social scientist. Painters. Noun, an artist who paints pictures. Noun, a chain or rope used to attach the shank of an anchor to the side of a ship when not in use. Noun, a mountain lion. Parent. Noun, one of the two persons from whom one is immediately biologically descended. A mother or father. Verb, to act as parent, to raise or rear. Shelf. Noun, a flat, rigid structure, fixed at right angles to a wall or forming a part of a cabinet, desk etc., and used to support, store or display objects. Coordinate. Noun, a number representing the position of a point along a line, arc, or similar one-dimensional figure. Verb, to synchronize. Activities. Adjective, of the same rank, equal. Advocacy. Noun, the profession of an advocate. Automatically. Adverb, in an automatic manner. Phrase. Noun, a short written or spoken expression. Verb, to express. An action, thought or idea, by means of particular words. Partnership. Noun, the state of being associated with a partner. Handsome. Verb, to render handsome. Adjective, of people, things, etc. Having a good appearance. Good looking. Prefers. Verb, to be in the habit of choosing something rather than something else. To favor. To like better. Hard. Noun, a firm or paved beach or slope convenient for hauling vessels out of the water. Adjective, of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Adverb, manner, with much force or effort. Adjustments. Noun, the action of adjusting something. Deducted. Verb, to take one thing from another, remove from, make smaller by some amount. Cash. Noun, money in the form of notes, bills and coins, as opposed to checks or electronic transactions. Verb, to exchange. A check, for money in the form of notes, bills. Adjective, great, excellent, cool. Algorithms. Noun, a collection of ordered steps that solve a mathematical problem. A precise step-by-step plan for a computational procedure that possibly begins with an input value and yields an output value in a finite number of steps. Schematics. Noun, a simplified line drawing used by scientists, engineers, technologists and others to illustrate a system at an abstract level. Schematic drawings often use standard symbols for clarity. Bites. Noun, the act of biting. Verb, to cut into something by clamping the teeth. Bored. Verb, to inspire boredom in somebody. Adjective, suffering from boredom, mildly annoyed and restless through having nothing to do. Discourse. Noun, verbal exchange. Conversation. Verb, to engage in discussion or conversation. To converse. Shrug. Noun, a lifting of the shoulders to signal indifference or a casual lack of knowledge. Verb, to raise the shoulders. To express uncertainty, lack of concern, formerly, dread, etc. Programmers. Noun, one who writes computer programs, a software developer. Batteries. Noun, a device used to power electric devices, consisting of a set of electrically connected electrochemical or, archaically, electrostatic cells. A single such cell when used by itself. Conversations. Noun, expression and exchange of individual ideas through talking with other people. Also, a set instance or occasion of such talking. Verb, to engage in conversation. With. Fryer. Noun, a container for frying food. Anyway. Adverb, regardless, anyhow. Foundations. Noun, the act of founding, fixing, establishing, or beginning to erect. Invite. Verb, to ask for the presence or participation of someone or something. Crash. Noun, a sudden, intense, loud sound, as made for example by cymbals. Verb, to collide with something destructively. Fall or come down violently. Adjective, quick, fast, intensive, impromptu. Converts. Noun, a person who has converted to a religion. Verb, to transform or change something into another form, substance, state, or product. Paint. Noun, a substance that is applied as a liquid or paste and dries into a solid coating that protects or adds color to an object or surface to which it has been applied. Verb, to apply paint to. Books. Noun, a collection of sheets of paper bound together to hinge at one edge, containing printed or written material, pictures, etc. Verb, to reserve something for future use. Exact. Verb, to demand and enforce the payment or performance of, sometimes in a forcible or imperious way. Adjective, precisely agreeing with a standard, a fact, or the truth, perfectly conforming, neither exceeding nor falling short in any respect. Adverb, exactly. Money. Noun, a legally or socially binding conceptual contract of entitlement to wealth, void of intrinsic value, payable for all debts and taxes, and regulated in supply. Oncologist. Noun, a doctor or scientist who specializes in oncology. Combining. Verb, to bring two or more things or activities together. To unite. Noun, the act by which things are combined or brought together. Resources. Noun, something that one uses to achieve an objective, e.g. raw materials or personnel. Flying. Verb, to hit a fly ball. To hit a fly ball that is caught for an out. Compare ground. Verb, and line. Verb, to travel through the air, another gas or a vacuum, without being in contact with a grounded surface. Adjective, that flies or can fly. Post. Noun, a long dowel or plank protruding from the ground. A fence post. A light post. Verb, to hang. A notice. In a conspicuous manner for general review. Solution. Noun, a homogeneous mixture, which may be liquid, gas or solid, formed by dissolving one or more substances. Verb, to treat with a solution. Foreman. Noun, the leader of a work crew. A noise. Noun, a feeling of discomfort or vexation caused by what one dislikes. Verb, to disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Normally. Adverb, under normal conditions or circumstances. Usually, most of the time. Candles. Noun, a light source consisting of a wick embedded in a solid, flammable substance such as wax, tallow, or paraffin. Verb, to observe the growth of an embryo inside an egg, using a bright light source. Diabetic. Noun, a person who suffers from diabetes mellitus. Adjective, of or pertaining to diabetes, especially diabetes mellitus. Skipped. Verb, to move by hopping on alternate feet. Declarations. Noun, a written or oral indication of a fact, opinion, or belief. Pine. Noun, any coniferous tree of the genus Pinus. Has. Verb, to possess, own. Habit. Noun, an action performed on a regular basis. Entry. Noun, the act of entering. Partner. Noun, someone who is associated with another in a common activity or interest. Verb, to join as a partner. Barmaid. Noun, a woman who serves in a bar. Access. Noun, a way or means of approaching or entering, an entrance, a passage. Hammock. Noun, a swinging couch or bed, usually made of netting or canvas about 6 feet wide, suspended by clews or cords at the ends. Verb, to lie in a hammock. Buyer. Noun, a person who makes one or more purchases. Questionnaire. Noun, a form containing a list of questions. A means of gathering information for a survey. Verb, to survey using questionnaires. Redundant. Adjective, superfluous, exceeding what is necessary. Envelope. Noun, a paper or cardboard wrapper used to enclose small, flat items, especially letters, for mailing. Salad. Noun, a food made primarily of a mixture of raw or cold ingredients, typically vegetables, usually served with a dressing such as vinegar or mayonnaise. Confidence. Noun, self-assurance. Meanings. Noun, of words or symbols, the entity, perception, feeling or concept thereby represented or evoked. Step. Noun, an advance or movement made from one foot to the other. Apace. Verb, to move the foot in walking. To advance or recede by raising and moving one of the feet to another resting place, or by moving both feet in succession. Entertain. Noun, entertainment, pleasure. Verb, to amuse someone, to engage the attention of agreeably. Society. Noun, A long-standing group of people sharing cultural aspects such as language, dress, norms of behavior and artistic forms. Documentary. Noun. A film, TV program, publication etc., which presents a social, political, scientific or historical subject in a factual or informative manner. Adjective. Of, related to, or based on documents. Indicating. Verb. To point out, to discover, to direct to a knowledge of, to show, to make known. Model. Noun. A person who serves as a subject for artwork or fashion, usually in the medium of photography but also for painting or drawing. Verb. To display for others to see, especially in regard to wearing clothing while performing the role of a fashion model. Adjective. Worthy of being a model. Exemplary. Flowers. Noun. A colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Verb. To put forth blooms. Noun. Something that flows, such as a river. Parking. Verb. To bring something such as a vehicle to a halt or store in a specified place. Noun. The action of the verb to park. Indented. Verb. To notch, to jag, to cut into points like a row of teeth. Adjective. Cut in the edge into points or inequalities, like teeth. Jagged, notched, stamped in, dented on the surface. Blame. Noun. Censure. Magician. Noun. A person who plays with or practices allegedly supernatural magic. Painted. Verb. To apply paint to. Adjective. Coated with paint. Scope. Noun. The breadth, depth or reach of a subject. A domain. Verb. To perform a cursory investigation of. Scope out. Goldsmith. Noun. A person who makes, repairs or sells things out of gold, especially jewelry. Receipt. Noun. The act of receiving, or the fact of having been received. Verb. To give or write a receipt for something. Placeholder. Noun. Something used or included temporarily or as a substitute for something that is not known or must remain generic. That which holds, denotes or reserves a place for something to come later. Cut out. Verb. To refrain from doing something, using something etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective. Well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Refugee. Noun. A person seeking refuge in a foreign country out of fear of political persecution or the prospect of such persecution in their home country, i.e., a person seeking political asylum. Verb. To convey slaves away from the advance of the federal forces. Compilation. Noun. The act or process of compiling or gathering together from various sources. Grain. Noun. The harvested seeds of various grass food crops, e.g., wheat, corn, barley. Verb. To feed grain to. Scenario. Noun. An outline of the plot of a dramatic or literary work. Elements. Noun. One of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers of anything are based. Noun. Outdoor weather, such as wind or rain. Interesting. Verb. To engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Adjective. Of concern, affecting, important. Shortest. Adjective. Having a small distance from one end or edge to another, either horizontally or vertically. Horse. Noun. Any of several animals related to Equus ferus caballus. Promoted. Verb. To raise someone to a more important, responsible, or remunerative job or rank. Ahead. Adverb. In or to the front, in advance, onward. Bar. Noun. A solid, more or less rigid object of metal or wood with a uniform cross-section smaller than its length. Seats. Noun. Something to be sat upon. Verb. To put an object into a place where it will rest. To fix. To set firm. Reports. Noun. A piece of information describing or an account of certain events given or presented to someone, with the most common adpositions being by, referring to creator of the report, and on, referring to the subject. Verb. To relate details of an event or incident. To recount. Describe something. Freeze. Verb, especially of a liquid, to become solid due to low temperature. Optimizes. Verb, originally intransitive, to act optimistically or as an optimist. Organize. Verb, to arrange in working order. Essays. Noun. Authorship. A written composition of moderate length, exploring a particular issue or subject. Verb. To try. Shade. Noun. Darkness where light, particularly sunlight, is blocked. Fridge. Noun. A refrigerator. Verb. To place inside of a refrigerator. Optimistic. Adjective. Expecting the best in all possible ways. Smoothie. Noun. A smooth-talking person. Charm. Noun. An object, act or words believed to have magic power. Usually carries a positive connotation. Verb. To seduce. Persuade or fascinate someone or something. Likely. Noun. Something or somebody considered likely. Adjective. Probable. Having a greater than even chance of occurring. Date. Noun. The fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera. Somewhat in the shape of an olive. Containing a soft, sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Regain. Verb. To get back. To recover possession of. Composition. Noun. The act of putting together. Assembly. Hiked. Verb. To take a long walk for pleasure or exercise. Honey. Noun. A viscous, sweet fluid produced from plant nectar by bees. Often used to sweeten tea or to spread on baked goods. Verb. To sweeten. To make agreeable. Adjective. Involving or resembling honey. Importance. Noun. The quality or condition of being important or worthy of note. Charming. Verb. To seduce. Persuade or fascinate someone or something. Noun. The casting of a magical charm. Adjective. Pleasant. Charismatic. Metal. Noun. A stamped metal disc used as a personal ornament. A charm. Or a religious object. Verb. To win a medal. Recorded. Verb. To make a record of information. Adjective. That has been fixed into a physical medium. For example, a book, compact disc or videotape. Smoke. Noun. The visible vapor, gases, and fine particles given off by burning or smoldering material. Adjective. Of the color known as smoke. China. Noun. The plant Smilax china, a liana of much of Eastern Asia. Noun. A plant or flower of the repeat-blooming Chinese rose species Rosa chinensis. Noun. Hibiscus rosa sinensis. Native to East Asia. Noun. Chinaware. Porcelain tableware. Noun. A small gastropod. Monetaria monita. Sin. Cypraea monita. Common in the Indian Ocean. Its shell. Noun. A person other than a family member. Spouse or lover whose company one enjoys and towards whom one feels affection. Noun. A fine clay. Rich in kaolinite. Used in ceramics, papermaking, etc. Noun. Usually uncountable. A hard white translucent ceramic. Originally made by firing kaolin, quartz, and feldspar at high temperatures but now also inclusive of similar artificial materials. Also often such a material as a symbol of the fragility, elegance, etc. traditionally associated with porcelain goods. Noun. Small beads made from polished shells, especially white ones. formerly used as money and jewelry by certain Native American peoples. Flies. Noun. The open area above a stage where scenery and equipment may be hung. Noun. Any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings, except for some wingless species, also called true flies. Noun. The action of flying. Flight. Verb. To hit a fly ball. To hit a fly ball that is caught for an out. Compare ground. Verb. And line. Verb. Verb. To travel through the air, another gas or a vacuum, without being in contact with a grounded surface. Noun. Rural. A wing. Errors. Noun. The state, quality, or condition of being wrong. Verb. To function improperly due to an error, especially accompanied by error message. Illustrate. Verb. To shed light upon. Smoking. Verb. To inhale and exhale the smoke from a burning cigarette, cigar, pipe, etc. Adjective. Giving off smoke. Conflicts. Noun. A clash or disagreement, often violent, between 2 or more opposing groups or individuals. Verb. To be at odds with. To disagree or be incompatible. Infrastructure. Noun. Systems theory. An underlying base or foundation, especially for an organization or system. Initiatives. Noun. A beginning, a first move. Posters. Noun. A picture of a celebrity, an event, etc., intended to be attached to a wall. Noun. A post horse. Journalist. Noun. The keeper of a personal journal, who writes in it regularly. Bring. Verb. Detransitive, to transport towards somebody, somewhere. Figures. Noun. A drawing or diagram conveying information. Verb. To calculate, to solve a mathematical problem. Reschedule. Verb. To schedule again or at a different time. Restrictions. Noun. The act of restricting, or the state of being restricted. Foods. Noun. Any solid substance that can be consumed by living organisms, especially by eating, in order to sustain life. Plaintiff. Noun. A party bringing a suit in civil law against a defendant. Accusers. Drop. Noun. A small quantity of liquid, just large enough to hold its own round shape via surface tension, especially one that falls from a source of liquid. Verb. To fall in droplets of a liquid. Exile. Noun. The state of being banished from one's home or country. Verb. To send into exile. Choices. Noun. An option, a decision, an opportunity to choose or select something. Shown. Verb. To display, to have somebody see something. Lay. Noun. Arrangement or relationship. Layout. Verb. To place down in a position of rest, or in a horizontal position. Gross. Noun. 12 dozen equals 144. Verb. To earn money, not including expenses. Adjective. Of behavior considered to be wrong, highly or conspicuously offensive. Healing. Noun. The process where the cells in the body regenerate and repair themselves. Pros. Noun. An advantage of something, especially when contrasted with its disadvantages. Cons. Noun. A professional sportsman. Noun. A prostitute. Noun. A proproctor. Purple. Noun. A color that is a dark blend of red and blue. Dark magenta. Verb. To turn purple in color. Adjective. Having a color that is a dark blend of red and blue. Noun. A recreational drug based on cough syrup, popular in the hip-hop community in the southern United States. Awareness. Noun. The state or level of consciousness where sense data can be confirmed by an observer. Counting. Verb. To recite numbers in sequence. Noun. A count. Highest. Adjective. Very elevated, extending or being far above a base. Tall. Lofty. Adverb. In or to an elevated position. Freight. Noun, payment for transportation. Verb, to transport goods. Sending. Verb, to make something, such as an object or message, go from one place to another. Noun, the act by which somebody or something is sent. Difficulties. Noun, a series of frustrations. Noun, the state of being difficult or hard to do. Fisherman. Noun, a fisher, a person engaged in fishing. Indication. Noun, act of pointing out or indicating. Processor. Noun, a person or institution who processes things, foods, photos, applications, etc. Confident. Noun, a person in whom one can confide or share one's secrets. A friend. Adjective, very sure of something. Positive. Guests. Noun, a recipient of hospitality, specifically someone staying by invitation at the house of another. Verb, to appear as a guest, especially on a broadcast. Curator. Noun, a person who manages, administers or organizes a collection, either independently or employed by a museum, library, archive or zoo.